Wack 100, Snoopy Badass, and Adam sat down for the Adam and Wack show. And during the podcast, Wack 100 said that Snoopy wasn't Pyru, and in more ways than one, more words than none, that's a weird way to say that, called Snoopy a snitch. Do you think Wack did the interview in good faith? And do you think that this interview benefited Snoopy Badass in any way? Flacco, very well written. What do you guys think? Is that AI?
No, definitely. So good faith, no. And I love Wack, which is why I feel like Wack 100 is a decorated soldier of war. I feel like Wack 100 like could write the 48 laws of power.
Man,
that nigga is a crafty Negro. Like he is crafty, right? So, and here's why I don't feel like it's in like it was in good faith, right? Even like during the podcast he told like you about like his beef or trying to expose like oh my God, like he's a snitch guy, man. Who just
G-Face?
Yeah, right. So it was weird, right? Because he was telling like Snoopy the exact same play that he's running on Snoopy right now is he ran the same play on G-Face, which was G-Face started off saying like fuck Wack 100. Wack sort of like acted like, and he was cool with him. And then Wack told you, hey, bruh, I bring him on to fucking expose this nigga. Bring him on, right? So I feel like Wack 100 is somebody, man, where, if you cross Wack 100 once, he's never going to forgive you.
He is more vengeful and vindictive than Sicilians. Like he will hold on to it. And literally, I felt like this is an example of Wack playing chess with the Connect 4 player. Just someone that's clearly not capable. Now, Snoopy Badass on his original, I don't know if that was his first, but his original viral no jumper appearance sometime last year, which was during the midst of the no jumper lush animosity and beef. He had some not so kind choice words for myself.
Oh, really? Okay.
Understandable, because at the time he was somewhat lobbying for a position as a no jumper correspondent
I love
or
Snoopy.
employee. I got nothing. I'm not tripping. I also am friends with a former associate of his. So shout out to my guy Travis Ford.
Yeah.
So
right. So do you feel like he did it in good faith? And then you can answer the.
I feel like
the other one.
I feel like he came over here with the best of with who? Snoopy or
no Wack?
No,
Wack
I think Wack clearly was trying to line that man up, and he did it in expert fashion in a way that it makes him look like he's beyond reproach. You can't actually point your finger and say you did this on purpose.
So look at me.
Right.
I said, listen, Russell, look. Listen, Russell, like, and there was a point where I said, your Wack is so good that your Wack got him like across his fingers, right? So Wack like called him like a kid. Adam like tried to say, nah, bro, like he's a grown ass man. And Snoopy said, nah, Adam, nah, Wack is right. I said, yo, bro, Wack right now is playing like I feel like it should be illegal for any local gang member, bro, to beef with Wack 100. Clearly, y'all are not like operating on the same frequency of intelligence as that man.
He busted the same move on G-Face and Snoopy, which is like.
And he told Snoopy that too, like during the podcast.
Yeah, this is the play. He talks to them separately, and he makes them feel comfortable and gets them on board and makes them feel like it's going to be a smooth sailing interview. Yeah. And then when you actually do the interview, he kind of hits you over the head with his actual like real strong opinions about it. And I don't feel like Wack. Okay, coming from different places, because Wack has no real invested thing in G-Face aside from the fact that he just doesn't like people who told or whatever. Yeah. But when it comes to Snoopy, Wack don't care about too much besides the pie emoji and the kangaroo emoji back to back. That's big Pyru business. Yeah. He don't like anybody claiming that shit that doesn't make his shit look good. Mm-hmm. So for him, I feel like the Snoopy thing was kind of inevitable that it was going to come
close to home.
But it also like Wack took it to he didn't tell G-Face, hey, you got to stop saying you're from White Fence. Yeah. He told Snoopy, you shouldn't be calling yourself a Pyru anymore. That's some shit.
Yeah, but there's political boundaries. Like he's not in a position to you know what I mean? Like, although he wouldn't have been wrong to say that regardless. The thing is, Wack really at the end of the day, he's the motherfucking Grim Reaper when it comes to this shit, dog.
Yeah. Yo, listen, it was odd too, right? is that I was watching like the Snoopy interview, like the first one. Now I talked to Snoopy and he said, bro, I came in with good faith. I'm trying to prove to people that I'm not somebody that like that's like hard to work with and a hothead, that y'all can actually like work with me and talk to me. So he said like he took it because he wanted to prove to people that he could be, on a podcast, and he's not some type of dude that's just a wild card, right?
Which I do say. Yeah. I will say he has potential as a podcaster.
Oh,
I feel like he's
the most potential.
I feel like he's an interesting dude in that context. For sure.
Bro, he's hilarious, right? And here's why I'm like, damn, Snoopy, right? Because even like during his first No Jumper interview, he told Adam, yo, Wack 100 was my friend. Then he like leaked my text messages, got me in beef with this other gang that was like real serious, and then he infiltrated my friend group, got them not to back me, and left me on an island by myself. So Wack 100 had already like ran like a similar play on Snoopy, and then became friends with him again, and then like I'm like, why would you even like fall for this again, right? I'm like, bro, if you are like a gang member, you should understand, like, at least, bro, if you've been to prison, like, you should at least understand how people like this play, Well,
and that's why another reason why he had the initial words for me is because I interviewed somebody he viewed as an op, even though I didn't say anything about him. I didn't slander his name or anything. Travis Ford, who's, dope artist from LA. Crip, good dude. But ultimately, do y'all feel like
have a pod soon, right?
Do y'all feel like Wack's methodology?
We got like another 20, 30 minutes.
Do y'all feel like Wack's methodology when he does these things is kind of equivalent to Chris Hansen?
Oh yeah.
Like he's like literally finesses them into feeling comfortable enough to pop up, and then it's like, oh, by the way, you're a snitch. He's like the snitch Chris Hansen.
No, Russell, look.
Exposer.
No, right, listen, right, like, I tell Wack in like all the time, bro, I'm terrified of Wack and even Adam, right? Because people with a certain level of intelligence, I just deem as unpredictable, right? Meaning this, right? Like, if you have a certain level of like intelligence, bro, it's hard for me like to like predict the angle or what you're up to, right? And like, so like, right, like, so Wack would be like, yo, bro, like, you don't pick up your phone. Bro, I'm terrified to hop on a phone call with you, right? Why, right? Because he could like kind of like lead me down like this rabbit hole where I'm saying things out of like, I don't even know, right? And then he like screen records it and leaks it. Now I got like beef with 20 gangs, right? So like, I'm just like terrified of Wack 100 that I don't even like.
You have beef with 20 gangs because you've made 20 different videos that said this person just started a gang war in LA.